That's not right, Imperial. That's not right. You stereotype that man like that. Now, when you watching the live stream, now you're gonna see a lot of 99s, but I don't want you to think that that's any way giving me an advantage. I said if you watch my live stream, you're gonna see a lot of 99s
Well,
on
a
my
blue shot.
roster.
The conditions
That
will
doesn't
be
mean
comfortable here
anything.
at Miller
Doesn't mean
Park
I
in
have any
Milwaukee.
kind of
Tonight, game
advantage.
2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hayden Boudreaux makes his big league debut right after this. Chase Anderson, a
No,
right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound
no.
here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Chase Anderson, man, a pretty good
I
pitcher. Got really
created
good
5,
control. He has a
a
three-pitch mix of
picture.
fastball, curveball, and the straight changeup. His changeup has gotten better. As a matter of fact, if he
I
has
mean, I
that
made
straight
some
changeup,
trades.
it
I
makes his
made some
92 to
trades too.
93 mile an hour fastball look that much better. If he's on, you'll know early. He'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Here's Javier Baez. And
You
we are
must not
set
have
for
the trade
baseball
override
here
on.
this
I don't
evening.
know if I have it on
Second
either.
and 4 on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here
Cause
tonight. Fair
you
to say
trying to
they're
trade
not
garbage.
playing their
That's what
best
it is.
baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been very good in D-Row. Through the first 4 games of this homestand, big donut,
I trade
0,
players that don't want
0 and
to
4.
play
That's
for
not
me.
going to
You
cut
know
it
how I
this one.
play.
Yeah, we started to hear a spattering of booze yesterday coming from the home faithful. They have to find a way to right the
Hey, if
ship.
they had a bad game, they gone. They not on the team no more. I traded
Now the 1-1 pitch.
bad players for better players.
Hit to short. To his right, Bush.
What is going
And he'll have
on?
no play as he reaches first base safely. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be
Oh nah, they not for to cheat me like that. I'm sorry.
kicking himself over that one. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. His lifetime
they just
batting
cheat-
line against Chase Anderson.
cheat me
He's
already,
gone 2 for
man.
8. He's taken him deep once. That's a strike to throw down.
Uh,
Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
why I won't throw the ball, man?
Now the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Oh, good.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west.
I don't know if
better
you
keep
have
it
to
on the
hold the
corners.
directional
Yeah, I'm okay
pad in
with
the
Rusty's
direction
zone,
of the
without
base you want
question.
to throw
You
it
know
to,
he's gonna
because
elevate. It's north-south, so
we
you're
could just
aware
push
of
the
it. As a
button on
veteran
which
player,
base we wanted to throw it to,
Baez
and that was it.
stands at second with no outs. And a change
But it seemed like he won't do that.
With that,
Unless
a look
you-
at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now.
You might have
So
that
close to me, so I expect
throw
to see his hot
cancellation
hitting
on.
continue.
I know with the throw cancellation, I think they hesitate before they throw it.
Here's Chris Bryant now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike.
You watching my stream? Oh, somebody watching me.
One out and a runner on second base. Liner toward right center. Boomer is there, 2 gone.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Hey, that's what you wanted it
First
to?
pitch of the at-bat, and he fouls this one off. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Oh, and it's off the foul ball in right for a home run. So it's a 2-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, he thought he was just about out of this inning. Then the ball leaves the bat, and he's thinking, please go foul. But no such luck. Right off the foul pole for a 2-run homer.
Man, I'm going to start
Sometimes
listening to
this
these
sport
pitcher
just isn't fair.
suggestions, man. I'm pitching
Anthony
what I
Rizzo
want to pitch.
stands in now. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. Just a 1-for-12 career line. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
The 2-0. And it's fouled away. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Sliced hard, but foul to the left.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
No, I won't fit.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball called for strike 2. A runner on first with 2 away. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Miller Park. It's now 2-0 Chicago. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Man, this guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Brewers, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Russell's got it, and there's one gone to start the night. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
In is Christian Yelich. His past history against John Lester, he's a .333 hitter. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
Swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Batting third, left fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Aiden Boudreaux. And as a former late-round draft pick, it really speaks to the hard work he's put in at the minor league level to make the opening day roster here.
I know exactly what this guy's feeling right now, Matty, and I can tell you this. Fact, he cannot feel his legs right now. The only thing I was concerned about in my first big league AB is if the camera guys could see my legs shaking.
3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail it here 2-0. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
High in the air into shallow left center. Bush stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively.
How old is she,
moving
Imperial?
guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Oh, no.
Here's Addison Russell, his lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. Just a 1 for 9. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Boomer on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready now, Javier Baez. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1. Russell is off at first with 2 away.
Oh, man.
Popped high in the air. Anderson is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Benji Bush.
Oh,
and they'll need
man.
him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Baez will wait on it. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Into the box, TJ Boomer is going to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat.
Why would you do that?
Played in low here, ball 1.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, boys, you talk about
You might
getting
not be
your
sleeping.
ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
Nigga changed his mind quick, didn't
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. This is foul right side.
he? The same place that took Albert.
The 2-2. Here's a high pop-up. Rizzo over to his right.
He's going to take you
And
to
he
the same
makes
place
the
that took
catch for
Albert.
second out.
Batting fifth, catcher.
Settling in now, Mariano Lima is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Hey,
Hey,
down
no, you
0-2,
made me
he
get a
better
strike,
be leery of
man.
this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants
I
to.
said you made me
So
get
gotta
a
be
strike,
on
laughing at Somebody, you don't need nobody snoring in your ear while you're trying to concentrate.
And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the... Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Next will be the designated hitter, Albert Almora. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
He already said he was riding around sleepy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Looking for somebody.
And a fastball just a bit up.
It's been a while.
Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
They're not nasty. I say they're not nasty.
The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
In now, Chris Bryant. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half, it's strike one. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard up the middle. Arrington ranging up the middle. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Home run on me, man.
1-1 to Schwarber.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
2 out, nobody on. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Cubs are down in order. They're up 2-0. Scooter Arrington, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Pitch on the way. And Lester back to work as this is swung on and missed for the first strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber moves over, 1 away. Now to the plate, Travis Shaw. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. And 2 to Travis Shaw.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
What's going on, dude?
To the box, Eric Thames. He swings and grounds it to short. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee. Happ picks it up.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out home ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice
swing. He say security guard. What, they close at a certain time?
Into the box now, Mookie Betts. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And no advance. It's ball 1. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're still down. It's 2-0.
You would say, what, they close at a certain time?
Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Pluzak, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitter
man.
Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Boudreau arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Center fielder number 8.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Debo.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Debo said, Debo. Debo said, I've been looking for 5 hours.
One more time. Remains 2-2.
What you say, Gigi?
One hit apiece for both of these
What?
clubs. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 2-0 lead. In is Christian Yelich, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Popped up. Bryant over to his left. Makes the play, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 8, Aiden Boudreaux.
Digging in to try it again, Aiden Boudreaux.
More Boudreaux.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting, shortstop, Benji Bush.
At the plate, Benji Bush. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in a wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. My goodness, 3 in a row. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail things here 2-0. Here's Addison Russell. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Addison Russell.
First pitch on its way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1 home. Smoke toward the hole, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Get on, Ivan.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Digging in once again, Javier Baez. 0 for 2 with the runs scored so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Russell leads off first with 1 away. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First pitch on its way. Left side. Shaw has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, T.J. Boomer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
T.J. Boomer.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
A cold strike on the inside corner.
Mm.
Lester's 2-0 home. Slow grounder to first. And he'll step on first himself to the out.
Now batting, catcher, Mariano Lima.
Striding into the box, Mariano Lima. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Lester ready, the 1-0. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. No runs, just one hit, one error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
In now, Scooter Arrington, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He will not. This ball gets down to break the string. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Arrington leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he'll step off and fire to the bag, just keeping him float. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Brewers strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Chris Bryant now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Drilled right back up the middle, and this goes through him at second.
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Jonathan Villar will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 5, Jonathan Villar.
He's set and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Change up right on the outside corner for a strike.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. On the ground to the left side, and that's through for a hit.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beat with it. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even
Yeah, you know what that baby means for you tonight, I'm here.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Ain't no hats on the craps.
For him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Into the box now, Ian Happ. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. And and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eric Thames. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
50th pitch of the game on its way. On the ground, a second for Baez.
Man, I'm so tired of hitting ground balls and pop flies.
Up next for Milwaukee, right fielder, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts.
And this nigga I traded for, he ain't worth crap.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right through it here. He's behind. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Happ on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Another pop fly.
So stepping in, Christian Yelich. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
I done hit the ball at least 10 times and all been pop flies.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Or ground
and
ball.
He fouls this one off.
No, you need to get your hearing checked.
Gets the fastball by him here.
Mike
He's
is
in
down.
control 0-2.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
One and 2 for Christian Yelich. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left. Schwarber moving forward. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Here comes the 1-0. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Count is 1-2 now. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Hayden Boudreaux has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Standing in now, Benji Bush. Now this is chopped foul to home plate. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Happ is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Brewers strand a couple. They're down 2-0. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Coming to the plate now, Addison Russell. And guys, 7th inning.
Shortstop, Addison Russell.
Boone Logan will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Boone Logan.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Now the 0-1. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
What's up, bitches and hoes, and what's up, Rollo?
What's up, man?
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they really bunch him up on that.
Hell no.
Swings and misses
Don't
for
Rollo
the
ass.
first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed,
Right,
Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
No, he didn't mean that literally.
Into the box, Jason Hayward. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him.
He didn't mean that literally.
No, I was saying though. Man, y'all niggas gay as fuck, dog. I swear.
Count now a ball and a strike.
Hey, I'm saying what they message you about the shit.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
No.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball.
Oh, y'all in the same lobby?
Still 2-2.
You're gonna be snoring like your brother.
The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Making
Well, I
him
ain't
sweat
gonna
out
clown
there.
that
The seventh
nigga
pitch coming up.
tomorrow.
Damn what they call it.
Fouled off. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the
I was
mound
saying,
as he's
though,
come out
what
of
you
the
gotta
pen to
do,
start
though?
This inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Oh, y'all niggas, I want to see this shit, dog.
His previous meetings with Boone Logan. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Now here it comes. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes. A swing.
Oh, y'all niggas at, man?
Down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. In now, TJ Boomer. Match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Mariano Lima. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with a nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball.
I don't want no problems, though. I just want to see.
Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their
man,
run.
bro.
That's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Lima is retired. 2 down now.
Number 5, second base.
Standing in, Jonathan Villar. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will
Yeah.
3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail things here 2-0.
Bruh. Bro, okay.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes.
Nigga,
They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
You don't want to help me get the shit. All right.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. Two-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike one.
Stabbing the shit out of his ass.
Almora with an even count, 2-2. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
I wasn't shooting, bro.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
A little bouncer. And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. His previous meetings with Boone Logan, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. If he stays out there,
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back. But I think he might throw it here.
And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, what they do to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Did a couple what?
Just with a breaking ball.
Nah, I ain't getting that about no hunts.
This is on the ground over to first. And that is through into right field for a single. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was
I just got no message.
Right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Into the box now, Eric Thames. as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here with that ball down the hole.
That's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times someone's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not. And now we've got a couple of guys on.
You got your kill. What you mean? You got the kill, nigga. Try to make your kitty go down, Bro, shut up, I'll bust your ass again, nigga. Say another
now to
word.
be the pinch runner.
Number 3, Orlando Arcia.
You better run, nigga.
Here's Mookie Betts, and he's looking to make
There ain't no
something happen
rules
here
of
with
fighting.
two
Trash
outs.
ass, nigga.
Well,
You
early
say
on,
another
I'd
word,
expect him to
nigga.
look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he needs to change his plan and focus on
Nigga,
moving
what?
the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
You don't get a chance to do it, nigga. Crazy, nigga.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Sends
Nigga,
that
you
one out
crazy,
of play
nigga.
for strike 1.
But don't know my name, nigga.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Popped him up. Hayward coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with
Talking
that
that
single.
junk, nigga.
Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this
Nigga.
inning.
Yeah, and that's
Where did I
exactly
get my shit, nigga?
what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on
That's it.
yourself that you have to get everyone in.
Hey, so where you find this nigga at, dog?
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So he'll depart, though you can't quite close the book on him yet. He's responsible for all 3 runners aboard.
You kicked him off for real, Nard?
Summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Dang.
In is Christian Yelich. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger
You know he finna call you.
ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to
Why
finally
you
get
do
that
that?
clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. From the stretch. Down the first baseline. This will get foul for strike 2.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out. Riding in once again, Aiden Boudreau, who bats for the 4th time in his career, having already collected his first hit. Not a bad first day, huh?
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
From the stretch. Back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. 1 run is scored. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. He's in there at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 8th. So having collected hits number 1 and 2 of his career, he's got to be happy with his performance so far in his debut.
Oh, he's ecstatic, Matty. The thing you want to prove to yourself is that you belong at the big league level, and that's exactly what he did today. Putting 2 quality ABs out there for Knox. He'll get in the car today with a nice smile on his face.
The bouncer to the left side. And that's the first out. Standing in, TJ Boomer. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Mariano Lima. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Now that's popped up. That gets down as 1 run is in. He pulls into third safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. And the tag gets him, but a run is in to score away from the play.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jonathan.
Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 0-1 the count. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We've played 8 full. The Brewers lead this one 4-2. Orlando Arcia is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 3.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they
Leading out for the Cubs, first baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a fastball just a bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's
the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Popped him up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Oh, my goodness. Talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sliced hard on the ground, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
And that fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. A called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called, he was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out in the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Betts has a read on it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they
finally came back and won one, man.
Played their game and put the losing streak behind it, like professionals are supposed to.
Yeah, they had me 2-0 to the 8th, bottom of the 8th.
Score tonight, the Brewers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Boone Logan claims the win out of the pen, his first. John Lester takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
4 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Boone Logan. His record is now 1-1.